I'm waiting for you to greet you. Who the are you?
It's not, no, don't talk to me like that.
I don't know if you follow me or not.
Follow me.
I'm not talking to you, Lucy.
I'm nobody's
I'm not talking to you. Don't call into this conversation. Why do you have to make
click in the house? I also have people
why
that
are you screaming?
I connected to. Shut up, you two.
Shut up.
Who are you to tell me to shut up? I am the boss lady. You shut up.
This Katrina and Tochi's beef, somebody should just help me and go and help them to settle it, because I don't know if this beef is going to ever end. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Philomina here. If this is your first time, you came at the absolute right time. Please do also hit on the subscription button. Thank you. If you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. You know I love you so much. Without further ado, let's talk about the Brighto and Neo lockdown reunion day 9. Bbnaija introducing this episode, saying they're going to be talking about gossips. A lot of people gossiped in the house, and this episode is strictly about the gossips in the house. And they started with a question. He asked everybody, like, okay, what is the thing that you have heard that was so hurtful to you that some housemates said about you while in the house, that you came out and you saw clips? So he started asking everybody, and it was just Watoni that said she heard Erica saying, oh, anybody that comes to her is tasteless. So in other words, if you are going to like Watoni, you don't have taste. And Dorothy now also said she heard when V was saying that she's going to put a lot of pepper in the food just so that Dorothy cannot eat the food because she's ulcer patient, you know. So V now tried to clear it out that no, she didn't mean it that way, that it wasn't that normally she puts pepper in her food, and at the end of the day, Dorothy doesn't really eat her food that much. But the Shasha still said that, but it doesn't still change the fact that you said it. So that is what it is. Bbnaija went ahead to say, okay, now they're going to do a ballot, they're going to play a game. Write the name of the person you think gossiped a lot in the house and put it in the box. And everybody wrote. Brighto's name showed up 5 times, and Brighto is just cool. I'm like, yes, now me, I take my title. I know the fear, I know the shake, I know the fear anybody, you know. Moving on from there, they now played a clip, the famous clip of Kidwire and Brighto having a conversation about Neo, and Brighto saying Neo was a liar and all that. Now, you know that he bluntly denied this when Bbnaija asked him. Bbnaija now said, wait, are you trying to tell me that I am lying? You know, you guys remember this thing now. So they play the clip now. Oh yeah, come and lie, let's see. So Brighto now said yes, that he said this, and the reason why he said that is because Neo talks a lot, and if you talk a lot, there's some kind of things you're going to be saying. You're going to say things that you have done and things you have not done. That was why he said it. Neo now said, oh, for him, that he has even come to talk to Brighto about it as per G's, like, you're my friend, so let's talk about it. And they've tried to have that conversation, but yeah, it's okay, it's fine, it's good, we're all right. Moving on from there, they now moved ahead to talk about what Brighto said about Praise fiancé. By the way, guys, Praise and his fiancé, they have scattered. Yes, so now his ex-fiancé. But why does this have to happen though? Anybody that goes into that Big Brother show used to come back single. Why? Moving on, Praise was like, oh, it was so hurtful for him, not especially for him, but for the fiancé, because as soon as Brighto said that thing that she's 69 years old, Praise is like, where did you even get that from? First of all, I didn't tell you her age, and I don't know why you are saying that. He was the one that used his mouth to say, okay, oh, she's older than me. But saying she's 69 years, he now said that he feels like Brighto should apologize to her publicly, say it here in the reunion, because yeah, him and Brighto, they've had the conversation, but he said he was going to tell Brighto here on TV to apologize to his ex-fiancé because he said whatever he said on TV. So Brighto now said he owes nobody any apology. Bbnaija now asked V that, okay, what does V think that, does V think that he should apologize? And V said yes, that he should apologize because he hurt her. She wasn't part of the show. He didn't need to bring her into it. If he wanted to hurt Praise, he could have said something about Praise, but bringing somebody's fiancé and all, even though she doesn't think that it is okay for him to now be apologizing on TV, she's not part of the show, she's not part of the show. He can ask for her number and apologize to her later. But Praise was like, he should apologize here right now on TV. That's how I want it. But Brighto is like, he doesn't owe anybody any apology, and it is what it is. So Praise said, okay, let's move on. If you think that is the case, then let's move on. And that was how they ended that chapter and moved on from there. Now moved on to Lilo and Vee. So the issue that Lilo and Vee had was that, oh, it was Vee that nominated Lilo to leave the house, and they were supposed to be friends. Even though Lilo was like, they had talked about it and they have moved on from there, it is still somehow knowing that her friend nominated her to leave. So Bbnaija was asking V why, and Bbnaija was like, but in your defense, he said you were closer to Eric, so that was why he voted Lilo. But V now said in the real sense, in real life, that actually she lied about that she wasn't actually closer to Eric. She was closer to Lilo, but she felt like Lilo didn't show that she wanted it, like she wanted to be here. So that was why she voted that. And Lilo got offended. Like, how would you say that? How did you know? Did I ever come to make that kind of conversation with you that, oh, I don't really want to be here? How will you just conclude that and then vote me out? It doesn't make any sense, especially because we are friends. If you felt like, oh, I was too close to Eric, I was not about the game and all, we were friends, why didn't you speak to me about it? Because you spoke to me about you and Neo's situation and everything. We're talking, I was giving you advice, we're talking back and forth. If you felt that way about me, you could have just told me. So why didn't you tell me? And V was like, I'm human, I fucked up, I've made a mistake, and that is what it is. I've come to meet you and I've apologized. I don't know why it is becoming a big deal here. And Lilo is like, it's becoming a big deal because this one you're saying, I'm just hearing it for the first time, that I didn't want it enough. I didn't want it enough. How? It doesn't even make any sense. The show went back and forth, and that was how the show ended. They didn't really settle. After this, they now played a clip. The clip they played was about Dorothy, Katrina, and Lucy talking about Tochi. Oh, Lucy was so upset about the fact that Tochi doesn't clean, he doesn't do anything. But if he's Nengi now that is head of house and Nengi says do this, he will do. But it has reached her now, he's not doing anything. And that's how he used to follow people about, follow. You know, so they played that clip. And Dorothy was also talking in the clip where she was saying that she doesn't understand why Tochi always waits for her to greet him. That she greeted him the other time. Then when she came back, she saw that, oh, he still did not greet her the next time. So they now tried to address that. Lucy was trying to explain that, oh, it was just the normal Tochi not wanting to do house chores and all. Lucy's case was not even a serious case, but it was the case with Katrina and Tochi. This back and forth that Katrina and Tochi are going, I really don't get it. What is Katrina is all about? I fed you, Tochi, I fed you. You, come on, I'm the boss lady. You don't tell me to shut up. I'm the boss lady. And Tochi's like, shut up. Who is who? If you're a boss lady, carry your boss and go and pack it outside. Go and pack it in the Ikorodu.
Boss, take your boss out of here. Oh, take your boss out. Take it to Ikorodu.
They say, Tochi, what's up? They went back and forth. Oh, you fed me, you did not feed me. Tochi now said the thing that really hurt him, for him and Katrina's everything, was when one day he came with his plate and there was food right in front of him. And Katrina, they were seriously dishing food for people who were not there, dishing food for them to eat later, and he was there holding his plate and he had not eaten, and that really hurt him. You know, he shan't mention that, but the back and forth quarrel here and there was still there. Tochi now also addressed the part where they say he's a follow, and it's like, follow her. Who am I following, if you ask me? So Lucy was like, there's the Nengi, Ozo, Neo, and V. So you were just following them, and it's like, it was like the first or the second week. Which one is I was following? We're still trying to make our friends and everything, and at that time they had not even become a clique or whatever. So I don't know why you're saying I'm following. And Lucy goes to explain that, oh, that if you are following somebody, it means that you're not part of the clique. You're just trying to be part of a clique. They have not accepted you into the clique. So that is what she means by, oh, he's following around. And it's like, you are mistaken, because I don't understand what all these ones that you people are saying here. They moved on from there. Tochi now also tried to address the whole Dora thing, that, oh, Dora, I don't understand where you're coming from, that me, I'm waiting for you to greet your house. So Dora was like, please, so don't drag me into your whatever. I'm not in that mess. Don't bring me in, and you're not going to address me as hey. Tochi was like, no, calm down, you calm down. The shout also went back and forth. But Tochi was like, you know that when you hear that alarm, the first 2 minutes you can't see anybody, you're not seeing anything. So if it's about me brushing and I didn't greet you, it's not intentional, like I'm planning that, oh, okay, this is Dora, I don't want to greet her. I understand that we didn't really vibe, we're not close in the house, but I'm not going to deliberately try not to greet you. It wasn't like that at all. But Dora was like, that was what happened, so she just decided to take it like that. But she said Dora did something. The day that they evicted Katrina, he tried to console Dora. Dora was crying, and when he tried to hold her, Dora just shouted at him, say, please don't touch me. And next thing, Prince shows up to console Dora, and Dora comfortably gave herself to Prince to console, and everybody laughed at this point, and that was how they let it slide. But Dora said she can't remember doing that, and yeah, that was how they let it slide. Moving on from there, they now played the clip of Tochi and Brighto having a conversation in the dining when they were talking about Prince and Nengi. At the time, it was Prince and Nengi that were together, and Brighto was of the opinion that Prince doesn't have the facilities to date Nengi. And what Tochi had to contribute was that he thinks that Nengi is catching cruise, and that's what it is. But Brighto was like, no, that you see Prince, he's Mr. Nigeria, he has status, he has name on the streets, but he doesn't have money, he doesn't have real money. So that's what it is. So when they came back, Ebuka asked Tochi, what does that mean? He said the only thing he mentioned there was that Nengi was catching cruise, which means that she wasn't serious about Prince and all that. That was what he mentioned. It was Brighto that was talking. So when they asked Brighto, you guys know Brighto, you need to deny anything now. As instance now, with that time, anybody when won't beat me, come beat me, you know. That was the attitude he was giving. And it was like, he felt like, oh, Prince doesn't have the facilities to pursue Nengi, because in the house, Nengi had already started talking about, oh, I've been to this country, I've been to that country, I've been here, I've been there. So because of that, he profiled Nengi in such a way that, oh, if Nengi wants to be with anybody, you have to have money, the kind of funds, you know, that can sponsor her trips. So because of that, he didn't see Prince as the kind of person that had that kind of funds to support her kind of trips. So that was why he said what he said. So Ebuka was like, okay, would you say that about Ozo and Nengi as well? Do you think that they are not a good pair because maybe Ozo too doesn't have the facility? He said if he's asking for his opinion, yes, he still thinks so, that if it's about the funds that can also sponsor Nengi trips, that's what he thinks, Sha. And also when they asked Prince what he has to say, Prince is like, he has said it before and he's going to say it again. It is okay for people to think that he is financially incapable as they are, so that when they need money, they're not going to come and ask him, because he's just going to be there. I'm like, Prince, you and this your sarcasm, you have come again. You have come again. He's just shy doing and saying, okay, hey, okay, you don't care dance for now. Now play the clip of Trikiti, Watoni, and the rest of the other people in their gang. They were talking about Erica and Kidwire and all those booed up things in the house, Sha. So when they came back, they asked them, oh, what was going on? And Trikiti was like, from the clip, it looked like they were talking about Erica, but no, they were talking about Lilo and Eric. Because at the time, Trikiti was like, he had already started saying, oh, Erica. Only for him to just come and see that it's like they just pushed Erica like this, and Lilo now is the one in the picture. So that was what that was about. Then Watoni also went ahead to mention the fact that she was just, you know, talking about other people, not necessarily because, oh, she didn't mean well for them or anything. It was because she didn't have a go-to person, and she was just talking about being booed up and all. That wasn't really about the boo thing. She just needed somebody that she could go to. Ebuka said, but Trikiti is there. She said at the time, Trikiti was everybody's friend. Trikiti, sometimes she wants to talk to Trikiti, he's playing with Kaisha, he's here, he's there. But every other person in the house had somebody that they went to, like, oh, this is my person. So that was what she wanted. He now said, but he finally got that with Brighto. She said, yeah, that was like 1 week before I left. If not, Brighto was still everywhere. So they shall address that. Prince now closed the thing with saying that he doesn't know why Watoni found the need to talk about other people's affairs and just wanting to be booed up, moving from one person to another. I said, Prince, right now you're trying to shade this girl, but you know what? Watoni did not answer him. Today's one was still like a chill pill, like there was no bass boost like that. It was only Tochi and Katrina that was trying to give some bass boost here and there, then Dorathy and Tochi as well. But today was just quite chilled, and that is it. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you have not already. Watch my adverts. Thank you. Until next time, I'm going to see you on my next one. Bye, guys.